Any hero with CC can counter Fanny, and these two are the most notorious ones. So I'm gonna show you how to deal with them in an actual game and even before the game starts. First tip is the most effective one, which is to ban the actual hero. But if for some reason the enemy hero made it into the game, then I will show you how to deal with them in-game with actual tips and tricks. First of all, focus on getting ahead in farm because if you're behind, once you get CC'd, it's gonna be very easy to burst you down. And that goes without saying that gank the lanes if you have the chance to do it. Just remember that after ganking, go to farming right away. Another tip is to engage only in team fights if your teammates are there engaging with them, and that reduces the chances of all the CCs to be concentrated on you. Here, Eudora was able to stun us, but Tiger wasn't able to because probably he used it up already. Now going back to the situation, there's another important tip here. You can see that the enemies are very low on HP, so you might be tempted to chase. But with a quick glance at the top right corner of the screen, you would see that the jungler is nearby. And your energy is very low, so if you chase, chances are they're gonna outplay you. So it's better to retreat and go back to farm. The next step is always be aware where the enemy CC heroes are, and you can use the minimap to approximate where their location is. And after you know where they are in teamfight, you need to actually check if they use their CCs or else this will happen. So all the CCs were concentrated on us. So if you end up failing like this, don't be discouraged, just go back to farm and catch up. And sometimes if you fail, all you can do is laugh. Now here's an example where it's okay to chase. You have sufficient energy and you know that the enemy hero already used up all his CCs. Later on, we can see that on the minimap, all the CC heroes are in different lanes, so it should be okay to dive in here to gank the top lane. After ganking, go straight to farming again so that you will have better items to fight later on. While we're farming, we noticed that in the bottom lane, Tigreal and Eudora were overextending. They're actually tower diving. And that is the best time to engage in the fight because even if they chained CC us, the tower is damaging them. And here's the result of being ahead in farm. You don't have to be perfectly precise every time because you have more leeway. But you still need to be careful with the tower range because the enemy might outplay you and stun you while you're in tower range. Here's another tip. If you see a clash happening on the minimap, move your screen towards there so that you can see if the enemies have used their CCs. And if they already did, you can just dive right in and clean up the mess. And once again, go back directly to farming to extend your lead even further. And here's another tip. If you're ganking a lane, avoid the CC heroes, especially when they haven't used their skills yet. And that goes the same even after ganking. Because even though you still have energy and HP left, chances are the enemy heroes are nearby and one CC could spell your doom. Here's another tip. During a clash, try to go around and see if you can infiltrate the back rank to eliminate damage dealers, and avoiding the front lines means that you're avoiding taking damage. Dealing with Eudora is actually easy as long as you see her and not get ambushed because once she uses her stun, then that would be easy pickings. Having said that, sometimes Eudora might be able to ambush us, so we're just gonna queue up a defensive item against magic. Our teammates are preparing for a team fight, so we're gonna secure the purple buff so that we can do more damage or more during the actual clash. In the next play, we can see another tip in action. So Eudora, we're watching Eudora, and then the moment she uses her stun, we go in. In this play, we're about to see multiple tips in action. First, we try to go around and infiltrate the back rank. And this goes together with a tip that was mentioned previously, which is to avoid CC enemy heroes up until they used up all their CCs. And once it's safe to do so, you can engage the front lines, the enemies. And always make sure you have enough energy to escape with your cables. In the next play, Eudora was trying to ambush us but ended up CCing Franco. Now we have done well so far, and this time, this is an example of what not to do, which is initiating 2 Tigreal under the tower without even checking if they use their CCs or not. So 2 things you can do here. First is don't do that again. Second is to buy items to make Fanny more durable. Now there's a team fight up mid. It's been going on for a while now, so the enemy heroes must have used up their CCs by now, so it's safe to go in. In the next play, Lancelot is pushing top with the Water Lord, and we're gonna go in to defend. Okay, this is a good example when you can dive into Tigreal even though he still has his CCs. It's 2 versus 1 and the enemies are scattered. In this game, we use 6 different combos with our cables and you can learn them in this video. Click the link and see you there.